Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. But for a radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all could be with us. Also tuning in to our online affiliates around the world, we're glad that you all could join us as well. We're excited to welcome back our Marcus Taylor to our program today. Marcus is going to talk to us not only about the year that's been 2022, but what it's been like for him to do what he loves and be able to share that with all of you, as well as the journey that he's been on as well. If you guys are not following Marcus, of course, we'll let you guys know how to be able to do that. The great thing about Marcus is when he and I first spoke, he's been able to be on this tremendous ride of doing what he loves as a stuntman, but also as an actor. Also, of course, will be able to share his love of life, too, especially if you guys are following him on social media, if you guys have seen that. We're going to talk to him about that experience and connecting with his audience, and, of course, let you all know about the lessons learned along the way, too. Marcus, hello to you, and welcome back to the program, man.
How you doing? What's going on?
Hey man, doing really good. Glad to speak with you again, man. Well, first of all, congratulations on the year that's been 2022. I want to begin with the reflection, man, because I think a lot of times around this time, people are not only thinking about, gratitude, but also just on the journey here. What has it been like for you to kind of reflect on that journey for yourself?
Well, reflection. That nothing's forever, and new things always happen. When something ends, new things begin. So that's what I think I've been experiencing. Like, a year and a half ago, I was way over 300-something pounds, and now I'm, 140 pounds lighter. I'm eating healthy. I'm exercising. I feel I have a whole new outlook on life, and ties into my job, my career, and even with the weight loss. At one point, it was hard to get work because everybody saw me as the really big black man. That's scary.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been like that. That's not me. It was never really me anyway. But when you're a good actor, I guess, or you play parts well, a lot of people want to see you as that character forever.
Right.
But that's not the case anymore. And but eventually, people see okay, he's more than just the angry or scared. Oh, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I guess I'm having a little trouble. But what I'm saying is, I am not that. I'm not that person. The big, tall, big, scary guy. That I can do more versatile roles.
Right.
And I'm starting to do that, and as a result of that, I'm getting more offers now as different type of roles, and that's a great thing.
Right.
And everything a person does is always it's always hard in the beginning. And even though you think you've gone through stuff, and it's like, I got more stuff to go through. Yes, you do. That's life. That's life. And
right.
The more you learn, the more you succeed. Learn from your good things and your bad things, and that just comes with learning. And I want to learn forever. Until it's time to go, I want to learn, and that's what I'm doing.
Let's talk about that a little bit, Marcus. I think that what you said a couple of things I want to go back to. One, I think, is about not being what people see you as. I think that's something a lot of people can relate to, and it's interesting because when we think of actors, right, we realize you all are playing a part. So I wanted to ask you, a lot of times it is hard for some people to be separated from a character they see. What about for yourself? Is it hard for you to separate yourself from characters that you've played?
Yeah. Yes, it is. It's easy for me because, I love to pretend. I love pretending. pretending since I was a little kid. I mean, that's why that's why I started this business, because I wanted to get paid to do it. And yeah, it was always easy, but I guess when you become successful, there's always people that want to see you that way, either good or bad. And that's not me. And this, you can either, my thing is, like, you can like me or not, but one thing that I promise to do is entertain. You can hate me, or love me, but you'll be entertained by me. And that's the thing that sticks into me. What is my job? To entertain.
Right.
And with that, I can pretend to be the lovable guy, or I can pretend to be the axe murderer under your bed. Either way, you're going to think I'm crazy, but you'll be entertained. So I'm doing my part. And knowing that, I'm learning not to take everything seriously, and to learn from that and be better, and realize you're doing the job of your dreams. Remember that?
Right.
Yes. You're doing the job of your dreams. You'll have less stress than other people when you realize what you're doing. And that's what I realized, and I'm happy for it.
Marcus, I think, too, when we kind of think about how people have gotten to know you, I mean, there's been different slashes behind your name. I mean, some have gotten to know you as a stuntman. Of course, your love of martial arts, that has been one of the things that's come out. Your journey as an actor, though, is how you and I first connected. It's hard to believe 7 years ago in 2015 when we had our very first interview. And talking about evolution, I think that is an interesting thing. And I like what you said about continuing to evolve, and that kind of being the goal. For yourself, though, could you have imagined that when you made the decision that you wanted to be in front of the camera, that your life would take you to places that it has?
That's a good question. When I put like 200% in what I wanted, and what I wanted to do was become an actor, and when I decided that, I never thought about the popularity, the accolades or whatever. I just thought about doing the work. That was my thought. And when I did receive it, at first it was like, this ain't me. This isn't me. I don't want to be, treated like a certain way. And I don't feel like me saying I have fans. At first it was like, I don't have fans, but I do. It was surreal. It was confusing. It was stressful. Yeah, it was in the beginning, but like I said, like I learned. The things that I had dealt with in that situation, these situations, I have learned from it, and I'm glad everything I did happened because it made me better. Oh man, it made me better. It made me self-aware. It made me conscious of other people more. And it's like I think I'm one of the nicest people in the world. But you know what? There's always something you can work on to be better. Right. Not for other people, but for yourself. So you relieve all that stress and built up energy, that negativity that people have, and to others and to themselves, and like I want people to succeed. I want people to do better than I did. I do, because if I help somebody because I was helped by somebody, and then if I help somebody, that's just continuing. And that's what it's about. It's about helping people. That's what life's about. Yeah. When you help people, you become better a version of yourself every time.
I know one of the things, Marcus, you've been focusing a lot on, it seems like lately, is peace. And I think for a lot of people, especially in the world we're living in right now, there's a lot of things that it can disrupt your peace. I'm curious, especially coming out of the pandemic the past couple of years, how important has it been for you, Marcus, to protect your peace?
We right now in these past 6 or 7 years, we've kind of been dealing with like for entertainment or just things. We this is a society of instant and disposable things. We have all these, like in movies, we got all these different streaming apps and things like that. And like now we don't have to go to the movies. We can have it now, instant.
Right.
But the quality is in going to the movies and seeing it and experiencing something, greater. Both are good. You know why? Because it helps people. If people don't have time to go, whatever, you watch it. But what I'm trying to say is like, for me, I'm gonna go see the movie because that's what I like. That's my peace. Going to see something or doing things that I've been doing. I don't feel like, okay. Let me explain this way. I don't have to change how other people think, but I can show them what. If you see something positive in that, that's a victory for me, and it helps other people. So my peace is important, but my peace makes me better and makes people around me better. And when I think about it, bro, it's such a blessing to be calm and to be, because today is crazy. It's a little nuts. I want to say, whatever. I'll probably, somebody will say something bad, but being black has always been. I'm just saying this for me, bro. I'm not speaking for anybody but me. Being a black person in America has been and still is hard, because when we get out of the house, there's a big percentage that you might not come back. Not just death, but experiencing hate. And hate, today, racism has really, for the last, 35 years, it upgraded. Now it's not, we don't just say never get out or walk up and just, pillage and rape, and destroy. Now we got, police. We got, if you're trying to buy a house as a black couple, trying to buy a house, there's racism there. Having your own business as a black person, when you're getting charged crazy amounts of money where other people are not.
Right.
You can film a person getting murdered in front of millions of people, and still, in a sense, get away with it. Punishment don't fit the crime. So, but that being said, for me, knowing where I was before and where I am now, you have to make a decision to yourself what you're going to do. Are you going to be a part of the solution, a part of the problem? Are you going to help yourself and help other people? Be prepared what it may cost you. And if you do that, there's a sense of peace there. Does that make any sense to you?
It does. It does make sense, and I think it really goes back to what we were talking about earlier, Marcus, about appreciation, right? I mean, that's why having that appreciation for everything is so important because life is fleeting, right? I mean, I think that's one thing that we've definitely have learned for sure. So before we let you go, Marcus, I have to ask you, I mean, what are you looking forward to? What is it that we should be on the lookout for from you?
Oh, wow. Well, for one thing, I'm going to be doing more talking about mental health awareness.
Okay.
My publicist, Lee Milan, she came up with a great idea about mental health, and I was definitely on board because I was always talking to her about it all the time. We always talked about it. And we have a new campaign called 2017. Basically, that means, like, there were situations that I had to deal with in 2017. 2017 represents the things that I was dealing with, the altercations that I was dealing with in 2017, and how I finally started to look inside myself more and got the right help I needed for mental health, and dealing with it responsibly, more responsibly, and taking admission things I did, and moving forward from it, and that's what I want people to see. I mean, plus I'm going to entertain you. I got stuff coming out. So I have things. You can see me now on Step Up High Water. It's on Stars. You can check me out on that. So I'm never boring. I'll always be working. Don't worry about that. I'll always be I'll be entertaining forever. And I'm looking forward to helping people make a decision for themselves about mental health and depression and anxiety and bipolar and other things, because there are so many people. My story isn't unique. This is happening to a lot of people everywhere. There are people over 40 years old are not even working because, seriously, they're afraid to be around people. And they're having anxiety attacks. There are students in college, in high school, are having panic attacks before going into classrooms because they're afraid. It's the anxiety. And anxiety and depression is a chemical imbalance that needs to be talked about, needs to be treatment, meaning you need to talk to a therapist, perhaps get medication, because I take medication. I have a therapist and a psychiatrist because everybody has problems.
Right.
And pretending that you don't only makes it worse for yourself and other people.
Exactly.
We need to talk more. Men need to talk more and be more vulnerable to men. And men need to talk to women. Because women have been talking to us. We need to talk to them and tell them, like, you know what?
Right.
I'm still a man. If I'm telling you something's wrong with me. But are you going to be there for me?
Right.
You know, and most women will be. I believe, because I'm gonna do it again, especially black women, because black women, the first thing that comes to mind is loyalty. They loyal. A lot of women, I know that you see a lot of women, black sisters saying, like, man ain't this, but there's millions and millions more that are with their man, and black mothers, black wives, black sisters. Thank y'all for being with us and being loyal to us. I just want to say that first and foremost. And me and there's a lot of guys like you, Cyrus, like we see that and we're thankful. And we are going to do something. We are going to do something. Things are going to change. And that's what I think. Change is going to happen, bro. And it's exciting.
And that's the thing. It all begins with that decision, Marcus, like what you're talking about. Sir. And that's why I'm excited, man, about what you're doing. Excited that we had a chance to catch back up after 7 years for sure. Again, everyone, Marcus Taylor has been our guest. Marcus, let them know. How can they stay connected with you, man?
Oh, yeah, okay. It's funny. Remember the last time you said that, I would say I don't have any fans, but it's okay. Real quick, I know, right? I do, and I thank you for all the fans I have. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You can reach me at Instagram. I am R Marcus Taylor. Marcus with the U, not an O. My name is R Marcus with the U, not a O. Not Marcos. It's Marcus with the U. I am R Marcus Taylor at Instagram, and for TikTok it's R Marcus Taylor. So you can reach me on those two platforms. I'm trying to get on Twitter, but it's like, I feel like I'm always talking to myself. And I have followers, bro, and I have followers.
Right.
And it's like they won't even talk to me. So I'll be like, but I'm working on it.
Right.
But
hey, look, it's more of the work in progress for all of us. I think that's kind of the way it is. Marcus, man, congratulations again, man. So glad that Lee Milan set up this chat with us for today. So glad we had a chance to catch up, and looking forward to having you back on the show again, man.
Yeah, man, let's do it.
All right.
I'm down for it, brother.
You got it. Again, everyone, R. Marcus Taylor has been our guest. Make sure you guys are staying connected with him online. And we thank all of you for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. As always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Let's go make today amazing. Take care.